It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Got London on a slant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Ritter back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Back to throw, Ritter. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ritter. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football. And right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone. And they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, We've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. It's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Prescott yet again. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Show what you got.
Now here's Pollard. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. First down, here's Ritter. Got a man, it's London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ritter with it after the play fake. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, 63 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Prescott now. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ritter. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now 2nd and 5. Robinson up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ritter to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Ritter back to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Ritter's throw complete to Hollins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Ritter located his running back, Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Option play, here's Robinson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Coup now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, it's Pollard. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, The body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the sideline and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Nice move. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He put together the kind of half you dream about, 5 touchdown passes, as his guys are well in control of this ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Prescott yet again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, Prescott. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Prescott off play action. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And again, it's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Ritter now. Incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit. It makes them a little bit less.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slip free.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Throwing. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 34.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Ritter with it after the play fake. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Ritter to throw on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Falcons are able to claw one back.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 89 yards rushing for him now to this point. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Prescott now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ridder. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter off to play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Koo knocks this one through the post. And he'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3 Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Third and 2. Here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Forced out. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Coup for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Got London on a slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
First down, here's Ritter. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Ritter now. And caught by London. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Keep on coming. I'm coming. Here we go.
Ritter back to throw. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air again, it's Ritter. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Ritter to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second and 7. Now a give here to Pollard. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Run for Pollard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, Prescott. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Ritter. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Pollard. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Ritter. Into the hands of London. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.